What's up, everyone? You are tuning into the AFTERBUZZ TV after show for America's Got Talent. Tonight, we're going to be chatting about the quarterfinals, and let me tell you, y'all, the talent stepped up their game tonight. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV after show for America's Got Talent. We are listening right now to a song that Angelica Hale sang for us. We'll talk about her first because it's on the top of my mind. But for now, I'm your host. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dani Golub. Fellow friends, where can they find you?
You can find me at Anissa Barr on every single social media sites. Just don't stalk me.
No stalking allowed. It's not nice.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Tori_Broussard.
You can stalk me on Instagram at Liza.Ruben or Fat But Skinny But Fat.
And you can stalk anyone. Yeah, you can stalk me on Instagram, but not anywhere else. That's my only public social platform. Anyway, moving on.
What is your social platform?
Instagram is my platform of choice.
But what is it?
What is it?
At Dani Golub.
I
said it already.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear it, well,
I missed it.
if you missed it, write that shit down. Anyway, moving on. First act we're going to talk about is Angelica, who sang this song, I think, pretty beautifully. She started off a little rocky, as I believe the judges said, but she really ended strong, and I really liked how they, whether it be she or a vocal coach, like, arranged it for her. It was clear that it was, like, different than Zed's version that we just heard. It was, like, a little bit more, like, playful and youthful, and, like, it definitely was evident to me that she's had some sort of vocal coaching. Out of all of our, like, mini girl singers that we have this season, she definitely is my favorite. She also has, like, a really touching story. I know she was, like, sick, and so just to see, like, how powerful she is and how strong her voice is really impressive. I don't necessarily think this was maybe the best choice of song for her, but I think that she still slayed, and I'm excited to see what else she does.
This is probably my favorite song she's done. I didn't really think that she was going to kill it with those high notes, but I thought she did amazing. And I know I've been not giving no care of the world of what she was done in the past of singing, but I think this one, I really enjoyed this song that she did.
Yeah, I mean, the high notes were really good. I also agree, wasn't the best song choice for her, but I literally have no words for her. She blows me away every time she performs, so.
I didn't know Zed did Kids Bop.
Zed Bop Kids.
No, in all honesty, she's great. She's amazing. Like you said, I'm sure she's having lessons on lessons of vocal coaching, in between these episodes. Was it my favorite song? No. I think she tried to Whitney Houston it up with some high notes.
Which is, like, kind of weird with Zed.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I really enjoy when, someone makes a cover of a song and it's a different genre. I think it's really cool. But I don't know. It was a little bit off for me. When she came out, the first note she hit, I was like, oof.
Yeah, she did crack a couple times in the beginning. I even noticed that, and, like, I don't have, like, a very keen ear for like, musicality, but I could tell in the beginning that there was, like, some pitchiness and some off.
Simon said that too. She hesitated.
Yeah, I agree. Out of our mini singers, I think she is my favorite.
Compared to Celine and Tana. Like, some of the other girls, like, the one whose parents are getting divorced, I think her name is Evie or Ellie. Evie, yeah. Like, I think that Angelica blows all them out of the park. So.
I think Angelica's amazing. And you know what? Hearing her voice, I think it would actually be so cool if she did partner with a DJ and she was on their backup track. I don't know. I think it would be really cool and different for her, especially because she is so young. Maybe that's inappropriate. I don't know.
No,
she played in a Vegas club, but I don't know. It was good.
I mean, she got over 2 million views in one day on YouTube, which is pretty big. I mean, like, for someone who's 9 years old to come out there and do that is, like, pretty astonishing. So all the power to her. Speaking of lots of views on YouTube, we got to talk about a personal favorite from last night, Preacher Lawson. He's a comedian. He broke 1 million in one day as well, which is great. I mean, this is a platform for these people that's just, like, uncomparable to anything else. And I know I wasn't alone in, like, laughing out loud at Preacher Lawson, specifically when he was talking about making himself his own phone background. He's like, I don't have any dogs, I don't have any kids, like, what do you want me to make it a lake? I can't swim. Like,
well, no, when he was like, I have pictures in my house of me and my family, I'm like, that's such a good point.
It's such a good point.
And then I changed my phone background to myself.
It's a picture of you, yeah. I love that. Like, a little narcissism goes a long way for me.
Heard anyone.
Quite funny. He talked about everything from, like, the guy who could clap 14 times in 1 second.
Okay, I was watching this at my desk at work, sorry. But I lost it when he was like, grab the camera, and he was like, oh, no problem, and he just started a fire. Like, it was so funny, and I was literally like that meme of that kid that's trying to hold in like a laugh or a cough, and all the veins are popping out because I didn't want anyone to hear me laugh. But he was
Can you
funny.
reenact that?
The meme?
Yeah,
like like literally veins were popping out right here because I was trying to silence myself.
So funny.
People.
Yeah, he was really good. Did you guys think he was funny?
Hell yeah, that guy is amazing. I mean, I looked at it as I was watching him at his HBO special.
I agree. I've been watching a lot of Netflix comedy specials recently, like pretty much all of them. I have a lot of free time. Anyway, I was like, I need the full hour.
Yeah.
Where's the full hour?
Exactly, and that's how I made my mind set to it, and I forgot their judges around. I like the background where they had the old school tape cassette. It said his name. It flowed. He talked about Oprah. Always got to talk about Oprah. So
Oprah.
It's great. I loved it.
No, you were so with him last time, and I wasn't. Now we don't.
Okay, I agree with Heidi. I think his personality is funny, and honestly, I think that's what America likes is his personality. But his jokes really are not that funny. Like,
But it's all about the delivery, which he executes.
True.
You know what I mean?
Which I feel like plays in with your personality.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
He gets an A in.
I was smiling the entire time, and I feel like I even more try not to make myself laugh or try not to let myself laugh when I'm listening to comedy, just because I want to see, like, are they really funny? Can they really spark a giggle out of me? I was smiling the entire time, and no, I didn't really like die laughing at every single thing he said in his set, but I thought it was so funny. I was smiling from ear to ear the entire time, and like, can you date me? Like, are you single? Like,
Yeah, is he?
Who's Janine at the end?
I don't know. He's like, I love you, Janine. Like, is that his mom?
Well, he said that he was taken.
Oh, did
When
he?
he interviewed.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, all the good
It's
ones.
okay.
Speaking of all the hotties, I was like getting a little warm when In the Stairwell came out this time because
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, something about a man in uniform that can like sing a cappella. I was like, I'll take any of you. Like, and Tori was like, oh, I think they're a little awkward. I was like, that even makes them like cuter to me. And they did the little like salute. They sang Some Nights by Fun,
Yes.
which was like great. I think it was cool that they did something more modern because their last songs were like a little like old school boy bandish. Like this was like cool to hear that song arranged in an acapella, which I actually haven't heard before because I love that song. And I literally wrote, can I date all of them, please?
Well, no, I honestly loved that they have, you know, obviously they're in the military, though.
They're Air Force.
Air Force, yeah.
Air
So they have this theme going with them, and I love it. And I love how they had the plane jets in the background, and they are all in their Air Force garb.
I'm pretty sure they wear the same. No, they definitely don't wear the same thing.
I don't know. If
Sorry,
they're
I'm
allowed.
such a mess over here.
But
I'm not feeling very well, viewers. So I apologize if I say weird things.
Honestly, I thought it was so great. Last time, their pitch and tone to me, not that I'm any type of music teacher whatsoever.
Oh, I am. I'm like a really classically trained musician.
Oh, yeah. Sing a couple keys. Not that, I don't know. Last time it just wasn't, I don't know, it was subpar. But I thought this time they were so in tune with each other. Their dance moves were so great. It's not amazing, their dance moves, but
They were cute. They're campy. Like
I agree, but I don't know. I thought their pitch was amazing. You know, they harmonized well. It was great.
just in general this week, I feel like all of the acts like really stepped their
Yeah,
game up.
they
I said
did.
that in the opening, but like there was something that switched with this live show where like last week I was like bored, I hate AGT now. Now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm back, I love this show, best summer show. Like I was stoked to watch today. Every act after the next was like, I was entertained by all of them, even the ones that kind of sucked, minus the Trump one, which we will talk about. I was like all in for all of them. I was like, I could be fine if all of them go through. They were all fun to watch, you know?
Most, but I was very excited
Yeah.
for a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree with Danny. I think overall it was a
good
really
episode.
good episode.
It was like a solid
It
2
was.
hours of TV.
Yeah.
you
It
know?
really was.
I felt a good refreshment of this.
Yeah. Speaking of someone who really raised the bar, and by someone I mean someone's, Billy and Emily England, the duo, the brother sister, I believe, the skaters. I was like on the edge of my seat. That was so cool. I thought she was gonna whip her neck on the bottom of the thing, and then they like raised the bar. Literally, they
Yes.
raised their whole stage. I was amazed. This was like the coolest thing ever. It's like dance partners gone roller skaters on steroids. Like
I
it
was
was so
literally
cool.
at work like,
Yeah. Oh, no.
my gosh, wait.
I loved it.
It
I
was
loved
amazing.
And I don't know who, I forget if it was this one or the clown that Heidi grabbed Simon, but I was just like, I'm so jealous of her. Like she like latched on it. And I was like,
they were nervous. They were nervous.
No, but I thought it was amazing. The set was also so cool. The spikes, kind of like facing towards the center of the tiny kind of surface area that they have to roller skate on. And I don't know if you guys do this, but I literally watch like his feet, and he like the motion
Yeah, I
that
was
he has to
watching
get
his
to
feet as
gain
well.
momentum. It's just crazy.
It is.
I kind of want to watch it in slow mo.
Maybe
Like frame
we
by
should.
frame.
Maybe I should have. Maybe I will.
Okay, so by far, this is my favorite out of all. Hands down, I hope they make it all the way. What I loved about this is they are obviously bringing something different to the table, but their background, that their father did something in Vegas. Their father was, doing the circus act and everything, and I think this is their calling. This is their calling. And the fact that their dad like passed away was so sad. Like so sad. But they're also living in their dad's dream too. And I really hope that they get a spot in Vegas. If they don't win it, go to Vegas.
I could really
I would
honestly
pay.
see them.
If
Yeah.
I would too.
I would pay. I would pay $100 to see these people.
I
Yeah,
think
they're great.
If they can continue to raise the bar until the end of the season to like the finale, they could totally win it.
Because if they didn't make it on British Got Talent, they could definitely make it in America's Got Talent.
Yeah, agreed. Speaking of death-defying acts, we have to talk about Bello Nock, who was brought back as a wild card, I believe. Unfortunately, he didn't make it through, which honestly, like, he needs some sort of justice because this was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, I had my jaw to the ground the entire time. I can't even explain. They call it the Wheel of Death, I believe, was what they called his prop, if you will. There's nothing like one person, a single man act, being able to fill a space like that. Like, it's really hard sometimes with like a little tiny singer to fill an entire room, or like a magician. This guy used this giant device to be able to fill the space, and it was not only like funny and comedic, but also extremely dangerous and really entertaining. He was up in the lights.
Yeah, it was crazy. He wasn't even wearing anything for safety. He wasn't wearing a harness or
No,
anything.
not a
He
helmet.
was turning
nothing.
backflips and front flips while it was spinning.
He was literally defying
And I
gravity.
think he was making it spin, if I'm correct. Like, I think like he was like, his momentum was keeping it going, and like when he went on the outside of it at the end, I was, whoa, that was crazy.
Hell yeah, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm very like, oh, great, here we go again. Another thing, I've seen it before. But this I've never seen before.
it before.
same.
So this is something new, and it's a bummer that, okay, it sucks that they brought him back, and then all of a sudden, okay, he's gone again. Do you guys realize this guy can actually be a Vegas star?
Oh, I was thinking
This is,
yeah.
like, after
it's a
watching
Vegas
that.
act.
Totally.
Yeah.
That was a shame that he didn't make it through, because this is something that is like 100% for AGT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is for this stage. He's not going to be anywhere else. And yeah, it was a huge bummer that he didn't make it through. I was glad to see him do this, because I don't think any of his last acts even compared to this. So it's very cool to get to see him do something like this. I mean, he had hundreds of thousands of views in a day. Unfortunately, I guess he just didn't get the votes. I don't know if it's just like a personality thing, if people didn't really connect with him on like a person-to-person level, because like maybe he's not relatable in the same way that someone like Preacher Lawson is, or Angelica is, or even in the Stairwell, like something with a bit of a more emotional tie.
Yeah, but that's the thing that sucks about that. It's like, oh, we're not. People are like, oh, I'm not emotion to this person, but it doesn't matter. It shouldn't
I know,
matter.
yeah,
Like, it
I
should matter
agree.
the fact of talent.
Not in an act like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, that
like
was-
comedians. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
But-
someone who made it. Oh gosh, what was his name? Like Usair, and I think it was Usair. He was like Yugoslavian or Russian or something very foreign, and he used to do this act a few seasons ago where he had like these really tall ladders, and this kind of reminded me of like something like that. He was like a circus guy. He dressed like Charlie Chaplin, and like it was the same kind of vibe. And that guy made it super far. He actually fell off the top of one of his ladders in one of the live shows, and like everyone was really freaked out.
Did he have a mess up?
He had this guy this time?
Yeah.
Bello?
Yeah, Bello.
think so.
Because it looked like he did.
I think that wasn't on purpose,
Was that
because
on
he's a
purpose?
comedian. It
Yeah.
specifically says he's like a comedic daredevil. So like
Yeah.
when he kind of goes like, whoa, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
part
yeah.
of his shtick, like
Yeah.
clown.
I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that he was able to do somersaults in midair while this thing was turning.
Moving at a different,
I don't know. You know what I think it is I think that he had multiple opportunities to please and wow people before this, and they were okay. They were really cool and obviously death-defying and daredevil-ish, but it sucks when your last chance, like, you have to wow people and win their hearts at the same time. Like, obviously there's other acts that have already done that, so I guess sometimes your act isn't everything.
I think he also was probably grateful that he got to come back and have another opportunity, because he got to do the live shows, and he honestly left it all out there on the floor. Like, he can go out with no regrets, in my opinion. Like, he went out there and literally did everything he physically and, you know, emotionally possibly could have done.
Wait, he's a grandpa.
Yeah, like, he's the coolest grandpa ever. My
like,
grandpa
what grandfather
can't
do
do
you know that
anything
can
like
do
that.
that?
My grandpa that's alive can't do anything like that. Maybe my dead one's doing it in heaven. I feel like he probably is. Doing some sort of flips on a giant hamster wheel. Like, that seems like what's happened up there.
Reminds me of the zipper.
Speaking of someone, oh yeah, the ride. Oh my god, but like being not in a cage. Speaking of people who didn't make it through, like, I'm gonna talk about him. I'm gonna give us 30 seconds, and I'm gonna freaking time it because I'm not gonna waste any more breath on him. The singing Trump, go, because I'm not even talking about him. Like, I refuse to entertain this during this tragic time. Like, this is so not tasteful.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was really tasteless, especially because he wore the parachute pants that were American flag color.
Giving us 30 seconds.
Not okay, especially right now. Yeah, no.
Bye. Anything?
His performance was off at the very beginning. Like, it was just weird. I don't know if he didn't hear the music or what, but he was just off.
2020, please hurry up.
Okay, and we did that in 18 seconds, and we're not saying anything else about him. Goodbye, him. See ya, never. Moving on. Just Jerk, unfortunately, didn't make it through either, and I thought they were really good. They were, like, very in sync. Like, so K-pop, like, I love that kind of stuff, so maybe it was just, like, my cup of tea, maybe, but they were, like, really in sync. I really enjoyed them. This was the group that, like, this is their last time performing together before they're going to the army. I enjoyed watching them. They're talented dancers, and it's really hard to get a large group like that to all be so in sync with each other and, like, on time in terms of counts, and, like, they had, like, a quick outfit change, and it was fun to watch. Unfortunately, they were one of the Duncan saves that didn't make it through. I'm not gonna, like, go home and cry about it, but they were good.
They're amazing. I think they'll have a future that extends outside of AGT.
Yeah. Maybe in their, like, home. I feel like they're, like, totally big in Korea.
Oh, I'm sure they're K-pop
South
stars
Korea. We
now.
don't like North Korea one bit.
But I really thought it was amazing that they're always still able to integrate their Korean culture into it. The background was unreal.
It was cool. Oh yeah, it was like almost like a city,
like downtown,
Yeah,
kind of
with, like,
hustle bustle
cool
city
letters.
lights. Yeah, neon lights. It was really cool. I really enjoyed them. Correct, not gonna cry that they're leaving. I'm upset, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They
I'm not
will
crying like I was.
be
with Tom London.
100% fine. I do not think that was their best dance. Anyways, they did not bring it. I've seen
I liked
them
the
bring it
karate
before.
outfits better. That was fun.
Yeah, and I like their props. That was cool.
The
But that's about
jackets.
it.
I thought they guys did amazing. I like this act.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I actually like something. But like, I liked this dance crew, and I really hope, different show, but America's Best Dance Crew. I hope that returns.
Oh, true.
And I would like to see these guys to be on that
They
show.
could actually go on World of Dance.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
could be on
Because
different
World of Dance has big
dancing
groups.
shows, and hopefully in Korea they have dance shows.
I feel like they have a ton of, like, competition shows.
Yeah.
Well, can I tell you?
In Japan, they have, like, the most hilarious game shows.
Well, I feel like Korea's fans for their celebrities, it's unparalleled to any other type of fan. When I was at the Billboard Awards, I forgot which band came through. Oh my gosh, they were
Was it a
some reason-
K-pop?
It was a K-pop band, but they were fans. I kid you not, lined up at 8:00 in the morning, and I've never heard a group of people scream louder. So I think they'll be fine, especially
Same with the Japanese.
back home in Korea.
The Japanese pop groups as well.
Exactly.
The kawaii.
Here, every year, once a year at the LA Convention Center, they have the K-pop
Convention.
And
K-pop
oh
con, yeah.
my God, you'll never.
Yeah.
The Asians come out and they
They're
party
great.
like it's
It looks so
1999.
fun.
Like, it is
It looks so fun.
amazing.
So yeah, I see big things in the future for Just Jerk. Like, I really hope that this is not the end for them, because they were fun to watch. They got a lot of views on YouTube too, because I feel like those go, like, global, those views, and so, like, though they may not be able to vote here, like, they could still watch and, like, make them big. They were trending, I think. So yeah, that was pretty cool. While we're on Duncan saves, the other two, we'll talk about them right now. One was saved by the judges, and one was saved by America. Yoli Mayor, the singer, was saved by the judges, and Christian Guardino, the singer, was saved by America. So let's talk about Yoli first. She sang Human. I think I preferred some of her other performances. At least for the first half of the song, I was like, bored. Second half, she woke me up a little bit. Same with Angelica. I think maybe with the live shows singing, it's easy to get nervous. I mean, I can imagine standing up there in front of that crowd, like, you don't have the same kind of energy that like something maybe with dance does. Like singing, you're kind of up there alone with like a microphone and you kind of just have to bring it. So maybe she was nervous as well. I think this was good, but I preferred some of her others. I'm excited that we get to see more of her, but it's valid that she was in the save.
Yeah, I mean, her voice is so powerful. So what I'd like to see from her is just a heck of a lot more confidence. She's a really good singer. And I think, like Dani said, maybe it was the live shows or something. The nerves just really got to her. But, like, I don't like her song choice, number one. And number two, like, when it comes to singing, I like to hear it, like, right off the bat. Does that make sense? You know, like, yeah, like you said, the first half was, but then, like, the second half, she, like, woke me up. But, like, by that time, I was like, okay, but now it's over.
Some people change the channel. I'm not even kidding.
Exactly.
That's a problem. Like with TV, you have to be captivated.
For me, I have to disagree. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I thought that this was one of her great acts yet. What I did was, because I love this song so much and I've listened to different covers of it, I didn't even watch her. I just like listened to see, because I'm very picky with covers and everything. And yeah, in the beginning it was like, okay, what the heck? She should have done acoustic. But then later on, it did bring up a little bit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of that she could sing this song for like a commercial or like a Love and Hip Hop type of commercial of preview or promotion of something.
Just a quick shout out to Brent Brown 4532. He's trying to watch us on YouTube right now, but says he can't find the stream.
Aww.
So that makes me sad. Brent, we appreciate you watching. I hope that you're able to he just saw it. Brent.
Oh,
I hope that you're able to find us. Brent, by the way, is a big fan of Grace VanderWaal, who I have to quickly talk about because she performed her new song Moonlight tonight on the live show, and I actually got to chat to her the other day at the Teen Choice Awards. And loveliest girl I have literally ever met. So grateful to have finally met her. She won the Teen Choice Awards and she won the Radio Disney Music Award this year. So it's just a testament to like the fame that this show can bring you.
Yeah.
Like I know I was like kind of giving her, not her, some slack earlier this season, like the show, because they're just having all these young singers, but like that takes nothing away from someone like Grace, who literally is such a strong performer. Her new song Moonlight that she performed was like so 1989 Taylor Swift. I was like, this could literally be on that album. It was so good, and it was so nice to see her at the Teen Choice Awards be so like kind and excited to talk to AfterBuzz, was like so appreciative of everything that like we've promoted for her, and she was there with Millie Bobby Brown and Maddie Ziegler, which are her two best friends. So like to see that girl squad, I was like, if I was 13, that is my dream squad. But yeah, like it was a lot of fun to watch her and see her in her success. Did you guys have a chance to check out her performance from today, or have you listened to Moonlight at all, her new song?
No, I haven't, but I did watch the Teen Choice Awards a little bit. But
she looks so cute. She's in like an all pink suit.
I know, and I'm so happy for her success. Like Simon, like they said last year, she's the next Taylor Swift, and she already has her girl squad, so she's doing something right.
She is, and it was actually very funny. She was wearing this all pink suit, and she said that it was inspired by Pepto-Bismol, which was like my favorite comment from her the night. But yeah, she was just like a blast to talk to. Said she was really nervous for her performance on AGT when I chatted with her, but she did great, and so it was really fun to see her back on the big stage doing stuff live. She just announced today that she's going on tour, and she'll be in LA. She's going to be performing at the Troubadour soon, I think later this year, so I definitely want to go see her. I'm excited for her and her success. Speaking of young singers, let's talk about the last Duncan save, Christian Guardino, the 17-year-old. He sang Make It Rain. He is good. That is a hard song to sing.
So good.
Sorry, there's like something in my throat. I don't know if you guys can tell. Do I sound weird?
Frog.
Something's happening.
Okay.
Not really. I'm
Drink some water.
I'm have some water while you guys talk about Christian.
Liza. Okay. To defend myself, I'm not talking about his talent. Obviously, he has immense talent. But with the live shows, I've started to actually watch their performance.
Right.
And whereas before I was just kind of listening to their voice, kind of voice-esque when they turn their chair around. But now they just kind of have to bring it with the stage presence, and I just wasn't feeling it. I felt really low energy. No, he was standing. He was facing mirrors at first, and then he turned around. And listen, he's amazing. He's an amazing singer. But then again, it's like Simon kicks people off, or the judges kick people off for not having that stage presence and that performance factor. And it's like, I don't think he had it.
No, I totally understand because I wrote in my notes, I wish he utilized the stage.
America saved him.
Like,
Yeah.
listen, I agree. Sometimes it's part of the person where it's sultry and he has an amazing voice but like do something more than just like huddle like that. I don't know. It was fine.
Sorry, I just realized I left our golden buzzer in the locker tonight.
I was like, what's wrong?
Sorry,
Is there a bug?
Sometimes I have like really weird ADD moments. We had a golden buzzer last week, and you missed it. It was a lot of fun. I got a golden buzzer. I'll bring it back next week. Oops, it's in the lockers. Anyway, speaking of things that are forgotten, sadly, Artin and Paige. What? I'm gonna let Tori
favorite.
start because she is like really broke. She's really broken right now.
heartbroken.
America, I'm kind of sad right now.
Like, what have you
Because
done?
how could you not like them?
so
First
good.
of all, can we just talk about how Paige opened up their act on the judges' table?
Oh, yeah,
with
she was
all
like-
that sass and all that personality.
Bundled
like,
up into this like tiny little box with a bow.
like,
She's
exactly.
So cute.
And then Footloose. Like,
Great.
come on. Like, what
Wins.
better song for that duo?
Nothing. There really isn't anything better. And you know what was so cute about them? Like, not only were they adorable, and her face was like this the whole time, like literally
No, it was
stuck
more
like
like-
that. It was like
And
I
I
just
was
like
like-
wanted to squish them, but like low key, high key, they're really freaking good.
They
like,
are.
He was doing backflips the whole time while she's doing. Honestly, dancers, correct me, but fouettes, those like really hard dance move to do where you like
Yeah.
whip yourself around with your leg, like those are really hard. Just if you're watching this at home, try to do one, and you're probably gonna fall and maybe hurt yourself. Do not count me
Yeah.
liable for that. But like
Balancing
that was
on the ball of your foot and then
impressive.
spotting. It's
Yeah,
insane.
she was doing a lot in a row while he's doing backflips. They were so in sync. Like, I know that this is like kind of teeny bopperish, but like if these two don't have their own Disney show after this, I'm gonna flip the table.
I literally have no doubt in my mind that they're going to be successful because
So
they
cute.
are true performers.
And they're
in my opinion.
talented.
They are.
Heck yeah, I love them. They're so little. They're like little nuggets. Like you
They're like
just
Heidi
want to
and Seal.
like want to hug them. And I don't like children, but these children are amazing. And it's sad that they're gone. Like this is talent. Like this.
Yeah, they are
have
talented.
something. They have something special. And it's not like we see a lot of couples on the dance floor on America's
are a
Got Talent.
couple.
Well,
They're gonna get married.
Dance couples.
They are. That's
You know,
what
partners,
Paige said.
dance partners.
Paige said
Partners,
they're
yeah,
gonna
dance
get married.
partners. I mean, I hopefully one day we get to see him on Dancing with the Stars 100.
Oh, yeah.
One
You
day.
know?
One day. I was gonna ask if we were reading each other's minds, but we weren't. Because I have a different opinion.
Wait.
Um,
Are you about
Opinions-
to,
opinions are
to
allowed.
disagree?
I'm about
Why is
to
that?
throw some shade. They're
Let's hear it.
cute. I think what is
Artin?
How do you
Artyon.
Artin, forgive me.
Artion.
Artion. I think he's
Arton.
amazing.
Arton.
I think he does amazing backflips. He has really cool moves. He's really, in sync with the music. I think she looks like her parents gave her 10 pixie sticks.
They probably
and
did.
She just went rogue on stage.
She looks like she had her go-go juice, as they said in Toddlers and Tiaras.
I'm
7 Up.
sorry.
Go juice.
I am not gonna say.
So you're
"Oh,
making
they're
fun of
just
her
so
big
good."
dancing? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the
You're
face.
supposed to dance big on stage.
I know.
though.
I think
No.
she needs to work
Yes,
on her
you
facials.
are.
She was literally like,
Okay,
most
yeah,
kids when they like, I
that's-
watch
that's
enough
true.
dance moms and like child dance shows where like they're supposed to be like,
But
like, hers were
like
just, like-
definitely. No. Hers was like.
That was a good. That was a good.
It's like if
she
your
was
parents.
she was okay, but like think about being like, what is she 5 and going in front of millions of people? My face would be like this too. My face would be like that
yes,
now.
I agree, but at the same time, it's like they're supposed to be like these professional dancers that are young
They're
but
good.
still have it, and it's like if your parents. It's like if you say you want to be a dancer and your dad comes with a video camera and you just like work it and like literally get in the camera's face and just like, oh my God. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, well, they're going home. Sad. That's one we can cry about.
Wow.
Speaking of crying, Puddles Pity Party is leaving because that was sad. Like,
But who's really crying about
you
that?
like watch TV and like you want to feel like sort of good. Like he made me feel sad. I like got to a dark place. He was singing "Royals" by Lorde, which is a song that like I like, but now I can't listen to it without thinking of that like sad clown face.
There was multiple times where I wanted to just fast forward
Next.
through it.
Oh, I did
and
fast forward
I
through it.
like made
You
myself.
forced
I was
yourself
like, you
watch
know what?
the whole
I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna just watch the entire thing. I do that for everyone. I really
He
try
got
not
an
to fast
X.
forward.
He got an X.
I know.
Yeah.
Who X'd?
Simon.
Simon did.
I don't blame him.
Simon.
Boring. I was sleeping by the end of his performance.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
No, I think it was the wrong song that he did. I like this dude.
I mean, he has a good voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I understand now. I
Like,
mean,
what is
in the
he?
beginning, I get it. He was like 6 years old, he wanted a birthday party, and then nobody showed
That
up,
is so
and that
sad.
made him so sad. That's why he's so sad all
He's
the time.
still living on
but
that.
singing, hey, it traumatized. You never know.
Like, eat some candy and move on.
but the thing is, I just think
I'm
that
really
he
sorry about
did the wrong song.
So then,
The
what
wrong
song should he have done?
Not that one.
Our hearts go out to Puddles Pity Party.
Yeah.
I think he does the
Which
wrong
did
Did
act,
he think that song
honestly.
was sad?
That
Was
that
that-
song is not a sad song,
Right,
though,
but was it-
it's just like not.
You know
does
what
he
song
really-
you should have sang? Like, Lonely.
Right, but does he really have to
So
dress up like a
lonely.
lonely clown to get people's attention? No, he has the voice for that.
Royals,
So
like, listen to the lyrics. It's about, like, being from a small town. Like, it's not, like, a sad song. It's, like, about, like, I think, sort of party.
it's kind of like
It's all about
empowering.
yeah. I felt like it gave me like an LA vibe where I'm supposed to be at the hotel room getting drunk. And white girl wasted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, upstairs. Okay.
Okay, speaking
You
of
get
me not
murdered.
singing well, I've been trying, like, for the last couple hours to be as amazing as Darcy Lynne.
Yes.
I'm trying to talk like this because she's a ventriloquist. She's
That's pretty
freaking
good.
awesome. Okay, like,
Yeah.
most 12-year-olds these days are, like, on Snapchat or, like, maybe skateboarding if they're outside or, like,
Putting on makeup.
putting on makeup on YouTube. This girl's a freaking ventriloquist, and like I live for her. Like
Yeah.
she could not be more badass. I want every 12-year-old to have hobbies like her. She's not only a good singer, a great ventriloquist, but she's funny.
She's so funny.
She
So
like brought
funny.
comedy into it. I like thought this performance had multiple layers. She got like almost 2 million views on YouTube in one day as well. She was trending also. She made a joke about like Mel B being married to a mouse because Heidi was married to a seal. Like
That's
Oh, that
I
was
wish she
so
made that joke
funny.
last week when Seal was there, but like
So funny.
so funny. Started off funny, then she went into the ventriloquy, which was impressive. Then she went into singing again, which is equally impressive. I just was like, if I had a golden buzzer to give out right now, I would be giving it to her. Like, she's someone that I literally wrote winner. Like, she could win this show.
I agree.
Like, this is something that's unique on 3 different levels. And, like, what a cool kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
speaking of amazing facial expressions,
Yes.
she made some facial expressions that didn't make me want to punch her in the face. Like, I'm sorry,
was,
that
like,
seems really harsh, but she was like really going along with the storyline.
She was.
And
She's an actress.
yeah, she was acting
the
it out the
theater.
entire time. I just wonder because it was such a different voice than the ventriloquist
I'm choking
act.
trying to do it.
Yeah, well, it was such a different voice than the ventriloquist act that we saw during her audition. It's crazy that she makes such different voices, but I
How does
also
she
wanted
sing?
to give her like a cough drop,
You could see her throat like doing
Yeah.
some like
going over,
Yeah.
going up and down. Yeah,
like I'm trying to talk like that
yeah.
right now.
It's a lot of ab work, like through her core.
It's like her her diaphragm like
a gift.
does things. It's a
Okay.
gift. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
You know what? I said it from day one. She's gonna win this, even
I
though
think
I
she
changed it earlier. But I still believe she's gonna win it.
That's your golden buzzer.
That is, yeah, that's my golden buzzer.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it set stone that this girl's gonna win the whole thing. And if I say something else, then you guys could just
We'll
throw
make sure
water
to-
at me.
We'll remind you.
Yeah.
Darcy's the winner.
Darcy's gonna be the winner, and you know why? Because this was a fun act. I like the background. I
whole
love the
thing.
background. It reminded me of like fairy tale, but.
Like
I should be on
Disneyland.
acid to
Yeah.
be in the freaking fairyland. Like it was
Made me
beautiful.
happy.
Yeah,
It is a lot of fun. And Terry Fader is a really famous ventriloquist who's won the show, has had a ton of success in Vegas. But this is something so different because she also sings. And like I like that she's brought out a new puppet each time,
Yes.
which is like what Terry did as well. He introduces you to all his friends. We had a ventriloquist, I think, last season or the season before make it to the final 2. Like ventriloquists go really far in the show, but she's the first one that I've ever seen as a kid, as a girl, and as a singer. So like she just like checks off every
Triple
box
threat.
for me. Yeah. What do you think, Tori?
Oh no.
No,
No, you
sorry.
liked it?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
no, I'm
good.
nervous.
I loved her. Yeah,
great.
I sat there like this, just mesmerized by her
Mesmerized, yeah.
performance. It was good.
I watched it twice because I was like trying to like see how she was doing it.
yeah. I
It's-
saw her throat.
Yeah, her
move.
throat moves, but-
Heidi, I think it was Heidi who brought up this point. She was like, there are people who open their mouth and cannot sing, but she sings with her mouth closed.
Yeah.
And like,
I can't even imagine
really
what she'd
want to
be like,
ask
yeah.
her, like, how do you do that and sing?
Man, let's try and get her on the show.
How good must she be if she opens her mouth when she sings? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like, she
actually
must
really
be.
do wonder.
Because it's like you could throw her in the box of like kid singers. So we might get some haters being like, "Oh, that's what she is," but like, no, she's don't even go there.
Yeah, no,
Because she's a
this is
singer.
not a kid.
So the people that are making it through, Darcy, the one we just spoke of, Billy and Emily England, the sibling skaters, Yoli Mayor, the singer, was a judge save, Preacher Lawson, the comedian, Angelica Hale, singer, kid, In the Stairwell a cappella Air Force, and Christian Guardino, the Duncan Saved singer as well. Do you guys feel good about that crew? I know that we're sad about Artin and Paige over here, but like
very sad.
anyone else? I mean, I personally am sad about Bello Nock, but out of this group, who the ones going through, maybe, I mean, I think we all can, Darcy's pretty unanimous that we think she's going far, but like for purposes of being different, who else do you guys see going to the final few?
Billy and Emily.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
I see
yeah.
Angelica going pretty far as well.
I honestly wish that I just forgot their names. The ones that the couple that just left, the partners.
Artion.
Yeah,
Artin and Paige.
it should have replaced the Air Force guys.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly.
Like,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, I could see that.
but I didn't like that act.
Yeah, that's
But-
fair. I mean, everyone's entitled to their. Yeah, I get it. I think that out of this group, it was a really strong group, and I could see like Darcy, Billy, and Emily, and Angelica all being like top 5. So like 3 from tonight, going
right.
all the way to the end. I think the others will probably go far, but I mean, I think also Preacher Lawson. He's probably the only comedian left that I think is like funny.
I hope he goes far.
I think he'll go
kinda
far.
Not giving it to comedians this season.
Yeah, I
really
agree.
Hope he goes far.
I think he will. So I'm excited to see like this solid group that we have from this week going into the semifinals. This was just the quarterfinals, and we have another quarterfinals next week. But I think that was it for this week. If they want to continue the conversation with you about all these fun acts, where can they find you on social media?
Well, you can find me at Anissa Barr with 3 R's because I'm Anissa Barr.
And you can find me at Tori_Broussard.
And you can find me at Liza.Ruben or Fat But Skinny But Fat. Stalk me, message me. Yeah.
And you can find me at Dani Golub. My interview with Grace is up on YouTube on AfterBuzz's channel as well. So if you want to check that out, she was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.